What would you do if your GPS told you to turn left into a field and go off-road? Would you trust it that much? Today we're taking a peek at the story of a man who ventured into the unknown just because God told him to. I'm Andrew Campbell, and I'd like to invite you to join me for the next few minutes in munching on God's Word. Marco
Polo!
Did you know that Marco Polo is more than a children's game? Indeed, Marco Polo was a Venetian explorer who lived from around 1254 to 1324. His journey spanned over 24 years, taking him along the Silk Road through Asia, from the deserts of Persia to the royal court of Kublai Khan in China. He served there as a foreign emissary, visiting places like Burma, India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Vietnam. His experiences were captured in his travelogue, which became a source of information and inspiration for many, including Christopher Columbus. Marco Polo's journey was groundbreaking. He wasn't the first European to venture into China, but he was the first to document his travels extensively. His writings introduced Europeans to a number of unfamiliar things like porcelain, gunpowder, and paper money. Marco Polo opened the eyes of the Western world to the cultures, wealth, and complexities of the East. Just as how Marco Polo's travels opened up a whole new world to Europeans, Abraham's journey unveiled new horizons of faith. Guided not by maps or compasses, but by divine instruction, or GPS, if you will, Abraham left his home and familiar surroundings to venture into unknown territories. The Bible in Hebrews 11 verse 8 tells us, "By faith Abraham obeyed when he was called to go to the place which he would receive as an inheritance. And he went out, not knowing where he was going." Without knowing where he was going, Abraham could still leave out in confidence because he knew without a shadow of a doubt that he had heard God's voice. Abraham stepped out in faith, and while he didn't know the where, he knew the who. Isn't that what truly matters? Just as Marco Polo's journeys brought new understanding to an entire continent, Abraham's journey set the stage for the unfolding of God's plan of salvation for you and me. Abraham's journey was fraught with risk and uncertainty, but it was also filled with discovery and reward. It's a journey that continues to inspire people to this very day. You may very well be facing the unknown today. If that describes you, be encouraged by the story of Abraham. Let his story inspire you with the assurance that as long as you are following God's leading, you can move forward with confidence. You can move forward in faith, trusting that God will be your divine GPS as you explore your own new horizons. Father in heaven, we are so often faced with circumstances that are beyond our control. We are so often faced with the unknown. Help us as we reflect on your word to listen for your voice, so that we, just like Abraham, can learn to follow your leading by faith. Amen. If this devotional was encouraging, give it a thumbs up. Share your Abrahamic moment in the comments below. And don't forget to send this video to someone else so that they can be encouraged too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.